Welcome to SmallStorySphere, where we explore the ancient whispers of the wild to uncover profound lessons for our lives. Deep within the heart of Redwood Vale, the ancient trees stood as silent witnesses to a time of great sorrow today. The great Lion King had passed away, leaving behind a magnificent throne that now stood empty, waiting for a worthy successor. Animals from every corner of the forest gathered together, their anxious whispers echoing through the trees as they discussed their future. They decided that the new ruler must be absolutely flawless, a perfect being without a single weakness to lead them all. The crowd roared in agreement, believing that only a leader without faults could protect the forest and ensure their lasting safety. Victor the tiger was the first to step forward, his massive presence commanding immediate respect and fear from the smaller creatures. He possessed incredible strength and courage, qualities that everyone admired, making him seem like the obvious choice for the new king. His mighty roar shook the very leaves of the trees, a testament to his raw power that could defend the forest. However, a small accident occurred when a clumsy monkey dropped a fruit, landing squarely on the head of the powerful tiger. In a split second, Victor lost his composure, his eyes burning with an uncontrollable rage that terrified everyone watching the scene. He lashed out violently at the innocent tree, proving that his temper was a dangerous flaw that could harm his subjects. The animals shook their heads sadly, realizing that a king who cannot control his anger is a danger to them all. Next came Gregory the Elephant, moving with a slow and majestic grace that suggested deep wisdom and years of accumulated knowledge. His eyes held the secrets of the forest, and his gentle nature seemed to promise a reign of peace and justice. He demonstrated his kindness by gently helping a fallen bird, proving he had the heart of a true and caring leader. The forest erupted in cheers, for surely a creature this wise and kind was the perfect choice to lead them forward. But then, a tiny field mouse scurried across the path, a small creature that should have been insignificant to a giant. To everyone's shock, the massive elephant shrieked in terror, jumping back and causing the ground to shake with his irrational fear. The tiny mouse looked up in confusion, while the potential king trembled uncontrollably, exposing a weakness that could not be ignored. Disappointment washed over the crowd again, for how could a leader protect them if he was terrified of something so small? Maya the Peacock then took the stage, displaying her breathtaking beauty with a tail that shimmered like 1,000 precious jewels. Her appearance was truly stunning, capturing the attention of every creature and making them wonder if beauty equaled royal perfection. She spent her time admiring her own reflection in the water, seemingly more interest in her appearance than in leading others. When asked to speak to her subjects, she opened her beak, and the forest waited breathlessly for her words of wisdom. Instead of a melodic voice, a harsh and grating screech emerged, forcing everyone to cover their ears in sheer physical pain. She continued to screech, completely unaware that her vanity and terrible voice made her unsuitable to represent the forest's dignity. Other candidates stepped forward, like the swift leopard who moved with incredible speed but possessed absolutely no patience for deliberation. He stormed off in frustration when discussions took too long, proving he lacked the endurance needed for complex decision-making. The fox was clever and sharp, but his shifting eyes and sly grin revealed a nature that was inherently dishonest. He was caught hiding stolen food while promising fairness, showing that a liar could never be trusted with the crown. The bear had the strength to rule, but he yawned loudly and fell asleep right in the middle of the assembly. His laziness was undeniable, and the animals knew they could not rely on a king who slept through important crises. Chaos began to erupt in the clearing as arguments broke out, with every animal pointing out the flaws of the others. Hopelessness settled over the smaller creatures, who feared that without a perfect leader, their home would fall into total ruin. Dark clouds gathered overhead, mirroring the gloomy mood of the forest as they realized their search for perfection was failing. Suddenly, a slow and raspy voice cut through the noise, asking everyone to look up at the giant oak tree. It was Bernard, the oldest turtle in the forest, who had seen many generations rise and fall within these woods. He pointed to the great oak that sheltered them all, standing tall and majestic against the darkening sky above their heads. Bernard asked them to observe the roots, which were twisted and gnarly, often tripping those who walked carelessly beneath them. He mentioned the sticky sap and falling nuts that sometimes made a mess, annoying the creatures who lived in its shadow. He pointed out how its massive canopy blocked the sunlight, making it difficult for smaller plants to grow beneath it. He asked if they should chop down this magnificent protector, simply because it had knots, rough bark, and blocked some light. Silence fell over the crowd as they realized the absurdity of rejecting the tree that provided them with home and shelter. As rain began to fall, the imperfect tree kept them dry, proving its value far outweighed its minor and natural flaws. Bernard explained that perfection is merely an illusion, a fantasy that prevents us from seeing the true value in others. He pointed to the moon emerging from the clouds, reminding them that even the brightest light in the night has craters. Victor lowered his head, understanding that his strength was valuable, even if he needed help controlling his fiery temper. Gregory smiled as the little mouse climbed onto his trunk, realizing his wisdom could coexist with his small, irrational fears. Maya folded her dazzling tail, learning that true beauty comes from contribution and kindness, not just from a flashy appearance. The animals moved closer together, the tension melting away as they accepted that no single creature could ever be flawless. Bernard taught them that a true leader acknowledges their faults and seeks the strengths of others to fill the gaps. They envisioned a future where the tiger protected, the elephant planned, and the peacock brought joy, working as one unit. Noses touched and paws were shaken as they formed a pact to lead the forest together, abandoning the search for one king. Instead of a single king, they formed a council of leaders where every weakness was balanced by another's unique strength. The storm clouds cleared completely, bathing the forest in a warm, golden light that signaled a new era of harmony. Just like the forest floor finding light, the community thrived when they stopped focusing on shadows and looked for the sun. The bear used his strength to build, while the leopard learned patience by walking alongside the wise and slow-moving turtle. Together, they built a community far stronger than any single perfect ruler could have ever achieved on their own. Old Bernard smiled, knowing his work was done, and retreated into his shell, leaving the forest in capable, united hands. Redwood Vale flourished like never before, becoming a testament to the power of accepting imperfections and finding unity in diversity. The reflection in the lake showed not a single perfect king, but a perfect mosaic of different creatures standing together. They learned that by accepting each other's flaws rather than judging them, they created a bond that could not be broken. Happiness returned to the woods, for everyone knew they were valued for who they were, not for who they failed to be. As the sun set, painting the sky in hues of gold and purple, peace settled deeply over the ancient valley. Even the night watchmen, the silent owls, observed a tranquility that had been missing since the days of the old king. They gathered under the stars, no longer looking for a savior, but finding strength in the company of their neighbors. They had become a perfect whole, a unified force where the weakness of one was the opportunity for another to help. The wind whispered through the trees, singing a song of unity that would be remembered by generations for years to come. The great oak stood guard in the night, a silent reminder that true strength often comes in rugged and imperfect forms. Sleep came easily that night, free from the anxiety of impossible standards, wrapped in the comfort of mutual acceptance. And so, the story of Redwood Vale teaches us that we do not need to be perfect to be worthy. In our own lives, we often chase the illusion of perfection, forgetting that our flaws are what make us human. Let us stop looking for flawless leaders and start building teams where we support each other's growth and cover weaknesses. Thank you for watching this tale on SmallStorySphere. Remember to embrace your imperfections and cherish your community. Goodbye.